Hi, welcome back. So we are started seeing DevOps tools training and each concepts with the hands-on. So today in this class we are going to discuss about how to integrate Ansible. So there are a couple of areas. First we will see how to integrate and how to execute Ansible ad hoc command using Jenkins pipeline, right? So as I stated a couple of times, we have our GitHub ID Cloud and Loud. For this complete training, DevOps underscore tools underscore training repository. For this class, you stick with class 19, and there is a detailed steps mentioned in this text file. Let's go inside. Before starting this, so you need to have a couple of prerequisites. One is basically you need to have two missions, two Linux missions. This is going to be a Jenkins mission, okay? And also another Linux machine. This Linux machine is going to be Ansible client, say node 1, right? So we are also going to install Ansible here, and we are going to configure as an Ansible server. So this is going to be Ansible master as well as Jenkins server. So with this, we are going to execute some Ansible command here. Say, for example, I want to install some package, but the command will be executed here. So since Ansible is configured, Ansible will start talking to node 1, which is the Ansible client, and the same package will be installed here. This is the first step. We will see it. And next class, we will see how to execute the Ansible playbook in a different way. Let's go inside. So you need this Linux machine. You need this Linux machine. You can have one CPU, 1 GB RAM, one CPU, 1 GB RAM, but both are CentOS 7. Let's go there. If I go my Google Cloud, so I have a Jenkins machine, I have a node 1 machine. Okay, let's go there. First, we have to install Jenkins. So as I stated a couple of times, we have to install Jenkins as part of the class 6. So I'm going to do the same again so that it will be refreshed for everyone. So I'm going here, yum install EPL release and Java installation and Vim, wget, NTP and JIT, right? So once it's installed, we are going to configure the environment variables base underscore profile. And then we are going to configure the one by one, and we will configure the user IDs and we will integrate it. Let's wait for a few seconds. So Java is getting installed, and then the further commands is getting executed, and Maven will be configured. Then we will configure the environment variables. Okay, so now we will go to the base underscore profile and configure the environment variables. Copy this and come down. Before export path, say insert and paste it and save and come out. So I don't want to log off and log in as I stated previous classes. So I'm going to source it. When I say environment, yes, it got loaded. See here, the Java underscore home, Maven underscore home, everything is got loaded. So we are good to go. So come down and we are going to configure the Jenkins repository because machine doesn't know from where to download the software. Yes. And then we are going to add the key. Then we will install Jenkins, enter it, and then we will install Jenkins. So once it's installed, then we are going to start the service, and across reboots persistently, we are going to make it. Yes, this is all finished. So now what is the Jenkins server IP address? So this is the Jenkins server IP address. Put it here, :808080. Copy this and go here, and then so we are going to call the console. The first time we need to unlock it, as I seen in couple of times. So copy this, go to Jenkins machine, say cat Yes, we got it. Copy this, say unlock. Then we have to select the default plugins. Yes, clicked it. So wait for a few seconds. After the default plugin installation, we have to set up the username and password and mail ID. Then we have to go for the necessary configuration. So wait for a few seconds. So I'm just giving cloud and loud, and password is 12345. Very simple. 12345. And then full name is cloud and loud. And then mail ID is, we can give this, and then save and continue. Say save and finish. Say start using Jenkins. So now we are going to go for manage Jenkins. First, we will configure the global tool configuration with the JDK. So we will go with the Java 1.8.0. 1.8.0. I don't want automatic. So that means the Java home is going to be this. Copy this, go here, paste it, and the same Git is installed. Maven, I do not go for automatic. Maven, we know it is 3.5.4. Maven 3.5.4, and Maven home is user local Apache Maven. Right? If you want, you can run space mvn space hyphen version. You will get this home. Okay, so now go to manage plugins. What are all mandatory plugins? Dashboard view, okay, and then build pipeline, and then deploy into container. So this plugin, if you want to have Tomcat install it, then otherwise no need. So deploy to container, and also say install without restart. So everything is fine. Now go back to your actual text file. So first create user in node 1 Ansible client Linux machine, right? So we'll install some prerequisites packages. This is going to be a node 1. So I'm installing node 1 is going to be Ansible client. So we are creating the Jenkins user. Wait for some time. The first time it is getting initialized. So repository loading taken time. Yes, finished. So we are going to add the user Jenkins. So then we are going to password it. If you want, you can verify whether it is created or not from etc password. I'm proceeding the next command. 1 2 3 4 5. Make it very simple. We are not trying to prove anything. We are just learning. So come down, exchange SSH. As I said a couple of times, if you are using cloud machine, you need to enable the SSH. By default, the SSH will be disabled. So I'm going va/etc sshd underscore config. So the same command you copy. Okay, so I'm just going here. vi/etc sshd underscore config. Come down. Password authentication should be yes. So password authentication should be, this should be commented out, and this should be enabled. Save and write and quit. Service sshd restart. Okay, and the same thing he had to do, ssh/sshd_config, come down, password underscore authentication should be yes, should be enabled, and to make the changes active, rebounce the service, right? So now we need to go to Jenkins machine, log in as a Jenkins user, first to create the key, as we seen in the previous classes also. So go here and say SSH keygen, right? Enter, 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 and then come down. Now we have to copy the keys to node 1. So go here, SSH copy to node 1, say first time, yes. What is the password? 1 2 3 4 5. Enter it. So now to verify SSH node 1, it should not ask password. So first we are good. So come to the steps, install and configure Ansible and Jenkins machine. So we have the I given the URL. Okay, if you want, let's go here, let's go to this folder repository. So there is a lot of Ansible versions, so you pick it up, which one. So currently 2.9 is available in this, so I'm also going to the same with provided the link. So I'm just coming out, I'm going as a root. So installing Ansible in Jenkins machine, Ansible also in Jenkins machine, and go to this file etc Ansible cf Ansible.cfg, right? So go inside this file and comment it out these things. Yes, I want to install Ansible. So we'll see very detailed during the Ansible class, because next training is going to be Ansible. I will explain these are all packages, what is the purpose each packages, so which is really important if you are going for customized Ansible environment. So I'm just going for this Ansible.cfg file, vi Ansible.cfg file. In this inventory is going to be Ansible etc Ansible host, and also there is a this section. You go here, where is this section? Privilege underscore escalation. So quickly, if you want to go there, type privilege. So here you can enable it, uncomment it. Oh, sorry, become. So I'm just removing the hash. So save it, and then the another file etc Ansible host, right? Go there, in the last line you add node 1, right? Or how much, if you have hundreds of nodes, you need to create a group and add or all the individual host. So now the another section is completed. Come down, you need to run this command to make sure you are good to go. Yes, we have now Ansible is started showing one client. Now you need to go to Jenkins console and install the Ansible plugin. So go here, go to manage Jenkins, go to manage plugins, go to available, go here and say Ansible, install this plugin, install without restart, wait for it. And say again, going back. So go back to manage Jenkins, go back to global tool configuration, come down, see now there is Ansible, add Ansible. So what is the version? You can check it, Ansible -- version. What is the version? 2.9.2.3. So copy this, but you can put it in any name, just it should be meaningful. Ansible hyphen 2 point. So where is the path? I'm giving bin. How do I know? Go here, which Ansible. So that the Ansible binary is coming from where? Slash bin. So that is why I put slash bin. Say save. Now we have everything is finished. So now I'm going to the node 1 to make sure yum list httpd. Please note this point. It is not installed, it is available, right? If it is installed, then it will show installed packages. So we will go here, we'll go this. Okay, come down. In both machines, Ansible client and enable Jenkins user as a sudo access without password. So we need to do a couple of more configuration settings. Go to both machines, run this command, vi sudo command. First I'm going with Jenkins machine, come down, root, there is a root line. Okay, see root all. So you need to enable, right? You need to enable no password. If you are not sure, you can take this syntax from here. No need to worry. So since I typed, I can just take this, go here, say insert, paste it, and save, come out. The same command, go here, vi sudo, come down, the same line, root all, root all. So in this, say I'm going to paste the same. Now everything is finished. Now go back to the step. So from as a Jenkins user, better from the command line you confirm everything is okay or still there is a problem. So now you logged in as a user in Jenkins user in Jenkins machine. First run what are the hosts. Yes, fine. And also Ansible way of pinging, make sure you are also able to reach from Ansible. Yes, see ping pong. If you get this green color ping pong, right, that means you are fully good to go, right? Go here, come down. So test from Jenkins server, Ansible ad hoc command working or not. So before going to the Jenkins console, in the command line itself, we will see. As I stated, yum list httpd, it's not installed, available only. So what we will do is, we will go and run this command from the command line manually, right? So enter. This is how you need to practice and learn, because step by step with option A, also try option B, or else try option C. If you study like this, you no need to fear on any interview or client discussion, even if you are not working real time, because this is the real time, right? So it's working. So go here, successful, there is no error. Again run yum list httpd. See here, now we install. So Ansible is perfectly working, but we don't want to install state. So because we are going to try the same from pipeline, so better you run the opposite command to remove it. Absent, so removed. So go here and verify it got removed. Yes, it got removed. Now it's went to available state. Now come down, go to Jenkins, go to dashboard, go to new item. Okay, I'm going to say Ansible ad hoc command or ad hoc pipeline. Something is meaningful. So click the Freestyle project. Okay, come down. If you want to go here, build, say Ansible ad hoc command, click this. See, we have added the Ansible command binary, right? So you select this and host pattern. If you go back to the step, host pattern, what is the host pattern? node1 comma or some group name or some node1 comma. So while if you have some idea on Ansible, then you understand this. So go here and paste this host pattern, come down, file or host list, go here. So where is the your host file inventory, where what are all you mentioned, the full pipe file path, you need to mention it. Which module? I'm going to say m module. What is the arguments? You need to give this argument. Say again, I'm going node 1. Before I trigger the pipeline, you see it's not installed, available only. So let us go, say come down, say save, and say build now. Wait for it. Click the logs, right? See success, it got installed, right? So go here again, you run mlist. See here, now it is showing install. Now we haven't done anything manual, right? So what we can do is from the pipeline itself, go back to the pipeline, go back to the configure, go back the, come down here, instead of latest absent, say save it, say build now. So click the logs, it got success. So go here again, see here available, it got removed, right? So next class also we are going to see Ansible integration only for some different method, right? Stay tuned, we'll come up with more hands-on sessions. Thanks for everyone.